so not really too worried about it. One shot Serendipity. Not bad. Phantom Force Lunala, that's a new one. Oh, that's crazy, yeah, that's a new one. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation H VGC. Alolan Dugtrio is a mon that you don't see at all, just mainly because its abilities are pretty bad and its stats are kind of lacking, just because it has really no defensive stats at all. It really relies on the item Focus Sash to actually do anything, and even then it's just outshadowed by way better mons, stuff like Excadrill, and there's a few other ground and steel types in the format that are just way better. But it does have a really unique niche, being that it has Sand Force, and it is a ground steel type, kind of like Excadrill, so it's kind of like a budget Excadrill that's just a lot faster and not having to rely on Sand Rush to actually outspeed stuff. So it does have a kind of like a mini unique niche over Excadrill, so that's kind of what this team kind of tries to do. It also has a few other really cool things on this team, like Braviary and Brambleghast, which I have not seen in forever, along with Overcoat, Como-O to dodge sand storm damage, and a few other things on this team that are really cool. So, team by Bronze Swagger, I think we've featured a lot of their teams in the past. Always just put out some really fun, cool to use teams. If you guys want to use this team, rental code up in the corner, paste, should be down below at the bottom of the description if you guys want to use this team on Showdown for whatever reason. I'm going to kind of break this team down and we're going to hop on some games. If you guys have any teams you guys want to send me, I'm kind of running low on teams, so if you guys have any like unique, fun to use teams that you guys probably want to see me feature or possibly feature, feel free to hit me up and give me the rental code or whatever for it in game, whether it's on X or on Discord. Link to that down below, or even like in the comments. If you guys want to throw a code in the comments, I'll check the team out. Let's get into this team. There's a lot of I really want to kind of go through with you guys. It kind of takes like kind of a really unique spin on like the Tyranitar Excadrill combo that's kind of really common if you're running Sand. And it replaces the Excadrill with the Alolan Dugtrio. And instead of the Sand Rush, you just have a faster ground steel type with a higher speed stat that actually is able to utilize Sand Force. Pretty much what Sand Force does, it buffs your steel, rock, and ground type moves. I think it's by like 30% or something in a Sandstorm. So you're hitting a lot harder than Excadrill is, and you're also a little bit faster, but you're way more frail. And overall, I think Excadrill is probably still going to be a lot better, but we're going to see how it does. You got the Choice Banded, Alolan Dugtrio on this team, just with your typical dual stab, Earthquake, and then you got Bulldoze there with Rock Slide. So, got the Terra Flying AV Tyranitar, just your more standard Tyranitar set. Specs Golden Go, just a really standard set. Throat Spray Como-O with Overcoat to dodge Sandstorm damage, along with stuff like Sleep Powder, and I think it's also dodges Spore, because I think that's a powder move. And then stuff like Rage Powder, if that's something they're using. You also have the Terra Normal with the Boom Burst, which you're actually able to pair alongside the Golden Go or the Brambleghast on this team, which is kind of cool. So if you're going against a slower team, or if you can get the Tailwind up, it actually is pretty good. You got the Brambleghast on the team with the Wide Lens, mainly to buff your Power Whip so it has higher accuracy. I think the main thing that's really holding Brambleghast back is its abilities are pretty bad, and like it just doesn't have that good of a move pool. Its best grass type move it gets is Power Whip. It's a really high base power move, but it's pretty low accuracy, and I just don't think it's really that good. Same with like a lot of its ghost type moves. It gets Poltergeist, and that's like literally its best ghost type move. I don't even think it gets Shadow Ball. I think its other ghost type move it gets is either Terra Blast if you go Terra Ghost, or Shadow Sneak. It has a really bad move pool, and that's the main problem with Brambleghast. Just pretty bad move pool. I guess Wind Rider's okay, but like apart from that, like even Wind Rider can't really save it because its stats really aren't the greatest. So I don't know. Cool Mon, I just think it kind of got the bad end of the stick stat wise and kind of move pool wise. It's kind of why you don't really see it that much. And then you have the Safety Goggles Braviary. It's mainly going to be setting up the Tailwind for this team. That's kind of what it's really there for. And then just dual stab with the close combat coverage and the or not the dual stab, just the flying stab with Brave Bird for the grass types and stuff this team doesn't really want to deal with. So kind of a really cool team. Really interested to see how this team does. Let's hop in some games. Alright, first game with this team, and I'm going against a Regulation G team. with Calyrex Shadow. This is gonna be so fun. Such a fun team. My opponent has Urshifu Water. He literally just has like a copy-paste rental theme. This has to be like a copy-paste, or my opponent's just a boring loser using like literally like pretty much every single Calyrex team ever, pretty much. Urshifu Water, Rillaboom, Incineroar. Oh, I'm falling asleep over here just reading this team off for you guys. It's so fucking boring. Calyrex Shadow, Tornadus, Clefairy. So sorry guys, I'm dozing off with how boring this shit is. I think I lead Braviary here. I lead the Tyranitar, so if he leads Calyrex, then I can kind of dodge Astro Barrage. What else do I bring here? What else do I even bring? I don't even know. I guess Golden Go. I don't fucking know, y'all. I'm gonna bring the Dugtrio, and then I'm gonna bring the Golden Go. I really don't think it matters what I bring here. I'm fucked either way. I literally don't think it matters what I bring. I don't have Wide Guard on this team either, and this team's also incredibly weak to Urshifu. Ain't prepared to go against this, I can tell you that. Incineroar Tornadus, okay. It ain't too bad for me because like apart from like Will-O-Wisp, if he has it, he doesn't really do much to Tyranitar here, so this actually ain't too bad. And I get a free boost with the Intimidate, so that's not bad. I'm just gonna match Tailwind here. And I'm just gonna click Rock Slide. I think he just fakes out Tyranitar here though. Tailwind. I'm looking pretty good here though, because I have a +1 boost. He has Tailwind on his side too, but like I'm assuming he has like Calyrex in the back and probably Urshifu. I don't think he brought Rillaboom. So I think what I do here is I just close combat into the Incineroar slot and I just click Rock Slide here. I think Rock Slide still just one-shots the Tornadus even at -1. Hex, okay. I'm glad I close combated into the Incineroar slot. Please don't tell me I'm gonna miss. It's also a really slow Braviary. That actually does nothing. Wow, it literally does nothing. Thank gosh the close combat got the KO. Did the crit matter? I don't think it did. I got him at +1. I don't think that mattered. It's a really fast Tyranitar if I'm outspeeding the Braviary. Either that or the Braviary has no speed. One of those two. Oh, here's the Urshifu. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. We can't have too much fun. I'm gonna Brave Bird. I think he just doubles into Braviary here, though. And then I Rock Slide again. He's just gonna go Terra Water, I think. Terra Ghost, okay. Interesting. I don't know what Terra Ghost was for. What is Terra Ghost for? I don't know. I actually live in Aqua Jet, so that's fine. That only does half to the Tornadus, okay. I just one-shot the Urshifu. Holy shit, we're doing really good. This Braviary is just fucking destroying everything. We're doing really, really good. Everything that this thing kills, like it makes the Tyranitar better because he's running out of checks for Tyran. He didn't even bring the Calyrex. He didn't even bring Calyrex. You know what this actually is, y'all? This is actually a really good in-game for Dugtrio. Funny enough, look at the Dugtrio's moves and like look at this thing. It actually is really good for Dugtrio here. I'm gonna Brave Bird and just get the Tornadus out of here. And I'm actually gonna switch the Tyranitar out into Golden Go. To reset my sand. He just surrenders. Wow, I don't know how I won versus that. I won versus the Urshifu, y'all. He never brought Calyrex. I mean, I'll give my opponent credit. He was nice enough to make it more of an even match without bringing Calyrex, so I'll give him credit for that. I shit on him in team preview, but at least he had enough decency to make it more of an even game. I bet he's kicking himself for that now, though. He's like, oh, if I brought Calyrex, man, I would have won the game. I don't know if he would have won, because I don't know what Calyrex really has, apart from, like, Terra Fairy to break through, like, Tyranitar plus Braviary on the field at the same time, so I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we're here in another game. My opponent actually has a really cool team, but he only has 5 mods, so he has the Alolan Ninetales, Chien-Pao, Sylveon, Lunala, and Pheasantipity, which I haven't seen in forever. I think the main reason why is because those mons aren't legal anymore. Even when Pheasantipity was legal, you didn't really see it that much. I think I was the main person that actually used it way back then with that really good team that I made around like Cincino and Pheasantipity and a bunch of stuff. If you guys watch my channel, you probably know what I'm talking about. But that was about almost close to a year ago now already. Actually, it was like Regulation F or whatever, the E or whatever it was. So he has a restricted. It's like a full-on restricted team. It was like a Regulation G team. It was just with 5 mons. So what do I want to bring here? What do I want to bring here? Looking at my team, like my team literally just gets fucking destroyed by Chien-Pao. Wow, do I get destroyed by Chien-Pao here, y'all? Look at my team, like look at Chien-Pao, like it literally has something to hit every single one of my mons. Whether it's a dark, ice, or fighting coverage with like Sacred Sword, it literally hits everything. I think I just lead Tyranitar here and I lead DUDTRIO. I think that's what I kind of have to do here. I'll bring the Brambleghast in the back, and then I'll bring my Golden Go. I think that's what I try to bring. Golden Go's pretty good here. Hits like everything on his team for super effective damage, so it just depends what he really brings. I'm hoping he doesn't bring Chien-Pao, but like it's so good into my team, I don't know why he wouldn't bring it here. Pheasantipity Lunala, this is fine. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this lead. I just can't spam Earthquake turn 1, but it's fine, I guess. I'm just gonna crunch here. Just gonna crunch, and then I could Bulldoze if I really wanted to. I could go to also Terra Flying. My only issue is I get rid of the Dark typing, which I kind of want versus Lunala. I really want to go for Earthquake here, though. Earthquake's just so good. I'm gonna go for Terra Flying. I'm going Terra Flying. We're gonna YOLO here. I'm gonna Terra Flying and I'm gonna Earthquake here. I'm hoping he doesn't go Terra Fairy, though. If he goes Terra Fairy, that could be a bit of a problem, but it's not the worst thing ever because I have Iron Head and like I have Golden Go in the back. I'm Choice Bandit, so I can't switch my moves, but I have Golden Go in the back, so not really too worried about it. One shots Pheasantipity. Not bad. Phantom Force Lunala, that's a new one. Oh, that's crazy, yeah, that's a new one. I think the only major issue here, though, is like I make myself really weak to Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao comes in right here and like it literally just clicks Icicles Crash or even like Sacred Sword here onto the Dugtrio here. Something's dying. If something's dying on this turn, unless he happens to not be max speed for whatever reason, something's dead. I think the one good thing is if I can bring him down to Sash, I actually outspeed him. Okay. How do I outspeed you? If I can bring him to Sash, the Sandstorm will actually get the KO on him. Just the Icicle Crash. Do I tank that? I do. I tank it on 13. And he attacks the Dugtrio, he just one-shots me. That's the reason why Dugtrio sucks, y'all. It can't even tank a physical move from a Lunala. Oh, I get flinched, never mind. Never mind, he flinches me. I was gonna say I thought I killed Lunala here, but I just get flinched. That's fun. That's real nice. I have another turn in me, though, at least, so that's pretty good. I also have Shadow Sneak here, which is really nice to have for this. So I can get rid of Chien-Pao here, but like I think if he has Sucker Punch, he actually outspeeds me. So if he goes for Sucker Punch here, he just KOs the Brambleghast anyways. I'm gonna try to crunch here, but I'm dead to Sandstorm anyway, so if he goes for Phantom Force again, then whatever. I'm gonna Shadow Sneak here, get rid of the Chien-Pao though. No Sucker Punch, that's nice. Huge KO. Phantom Force again. So I'm assuming he's probably going to go for it this time onto the Bramblegast. I don't know why he'd go for it on Tyranitar when I'm dead to Sandstorm. I can't believe that flinch really fucks me over there, because I'm pretty sure the Lunala would have died. That flinch fucks me real good. It's going to be a really close game now, and like everything on my team's weak to Phantom Force. So if I don't get rid of the Lunala soon enough here, like I think I'm just going to lose to it actually. I'm Specs Golden Go though. I am Specs Golden Go here, so what I want to do here, I can probably just lock myself into Make It Rain here. He could Terra if he really wants to. He can Terra here. I can't really Protect because Phantom Force hits behind Protect. I don't know, I think the Bramblegast actually outspeeds Lunala here anyways, so I think I just double into the Ninetales on this turn. He has Hex. I should live a Hex. Yeah, that does nothing. He actually does outspeed me, and he just straight up one-shots me. Okay. The Golden Go just comes through. It just straight up KOs everything. Wow, that's great. I didn't think I was going to win this. It was a really close match. Really, really close game. That could have been anybody's match. That flinch there on the Tyranitar brought it to be a really close game. If he wouldn't have got that flinch there, I think it would be a lot more of a one-sided match, but the Lunala was able to stick around a lot longer. I'll take the dub, though. The Golden Go coming through towards the end of the game. That's why it's so good. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're in another game. I don't know what it is on the ladder tonight. Either it's people using Regulation G teams, or people are using Regulation F teams. Like, I feel like we went back to the past. Like, I'm the only person on the ladder tonight that's using the Regulation H team. Everybody's living in the past for whatever reason. Unless there's, like, a tournament or something with Regulation, like, G and F teams that I'm not aware of that's going to be happening. Everybody's testing their teams out. I don't know. Maybe that's the case, but whatever. One is the Indeedee, Porygon 2, Incineroar, Raging Bolt, Amoonguss, and Fluttermane. So what do I do here? I think I just lead Trio. I lead Dugtrio, Tyranitar. Looks really nice here. I kind of want something for Porygon. It's actually a pretty good game for Como-O, but I gotta save my Terra for the Como-O. That's kind of the main issue here. I gotta save the Terra for the Como-O. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually lead a different lead here. I'm gonna lead Braviary, Bramblegast. I'm gonna bring the Como-O in the back, and I'm just gonna bring the Dugtrio by it. Actually, I'm just gonna bring the Tyranitar by itself here. The Dugtrio ain't too bad here. I guess I could have brought it. I feel like if I full send and full commit to the Como-O here, I can easily just win the game. It's that good versus him. Yeah, this ain't too bad. This ain't too bad. He's running like more of a slow mode here, so that's fine. I don't even know if Epee is going for Tailwind here. I really can't touch Porygon either. Like, I literally can't touch Porygon. Get the special attack boost. Oh, that's bad. I kind of want to just close combat into Porygon. I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to close combat and I'm going to go for Power Whip. I think he just clicks Follow Me and sets up Trick Room though. So that's why I'm not going to set up any of my Tailwind stuff. Can it close combat kill from this range? It doesn't. That is just goes to show you how fucking bulky Porygon 2 is. That is crazy. It ate a close combat and a Power Whip to the face. And it still lived to set up a Trick Room. don't know, I just click close combat again. I think he just goes for recover here and he goes for follow me though. Follow me. I think he just clicks recover here though. But that just wastes a turn of Trick Room, so whatever. I don't know if you're going to eat a close combat plus a power whip. Does that barely? That's a little less than 50%. I think he might live actually. Oh, he actually doesn't, so I get the KO. The Bramble guy's picking up a KO. If he has Incineroar though, he goes into an Instant here. Or Raging Bolt. Here's Instant. He gives me a free attack boost though, but I'm at like -2 defenses. So like he just outspeeds me and goes for like knockoff or even like any move here and I'm dead pretty much. I'm gonna protect to buy myself another turn. And then I'm gonna go for Power Whip here onto the Porygon. I forgot. Actually, Fake Out would still work there because I'm flying. Maybe he doesn't know that though. Just goes for knockoff. Gets rid of my wide lens. Okay. This ain't too bad right here, right now. Like for like the Tyranitar, actually. I don't know what he really has for a T-Tar, so I'm just gonna go into it now. Get the sand on the field to get some chip damage. I don't know, if I somehow live here, I'm going to go for close combat and just get the Incineroar out of here. I really wish I had knockoff on this Tyranitar. That's my main critique with this team so far. This Tyranitar should have knockoff. I don't know why it has crunch over knockoff. It's just it would be good for this situation too. Knocking off the Eviolite on the Porygon would be so good here. I actually am just going to double into Porygon. I think getting rid of the Trick Room garbage would be way better here. I'm not going to live anyway, so I'm at like -10 defense already, but whatever. Knock off, he's going to get rid of my AV. Still does a solid amount of damage to the Instant though. Plus the chip damage from Sandstorm, that's not bad. I'm assuming his last month probably Raging Bolt or Flutter Mane. I think that's probably what he brought. It has to be one of those two. I think what I want to do here is I just want to go for Terra Boom Burst or Terra Clang. How many turns of Trick Room does he have? He has 1 turn of Trick Room left, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for Clangor's Soul. Actually, I can just protect. I can just protect here. I can just protect and Rock Slide again. I don't know what Instant has to like one-shot me from this range. There's the knockoff. Okay. He wants to get that Trick Room up again. That's what he really wants here. See what his other last mon is. That Rock Slide literally does nothing. I don't think I'm even going to get a KO on the Porygon even. Because like I think I need to be set up to do enough damage, I guess, or get a flinch. See what his last mon is. It's probably either Raging Bolt or Flutter Mane. Okay, Raging Bolt, that makes sense. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go Terra Normal. I could Clanging Scales, but I think he could go like Terra Fairy. So I'm just going to go Clangor's Soul here. I think he sets up Trick Room again. I have high horsepower for him actually, but I think I really just want to go for the Rock Slide here to get a possible flinch on Porygon, or flinch on both. That'd be great here. It's going to be a really tough game to win. It's going to be a really tough game to win. He just protects, so I need a flinch on the Porygon here, would be great. Can I get a flinch, please? Clangor's Soul. So I got the Omni boost going, so I have a lot more defensive stats, which is really going to help me here too. Plus the throat spray, so I'm at +2 special attack now. I need a flinch. Please, please, I need a flinch. No flinch, he just goes for Ice Beam. I mean, that's fine, I don't really care. Go for Ice Beam here. No Trick Room is great. That's fine by me. I don't know why he wouldn't set up the Trick Room again. That might be a choke. Because I'm at +2 now, and you ain't going to take this Boom Burst very well at all. A Thunderclap's not going to KO me at all. I'm clicking Boom Burst. I'm clicking Boom Burst and, like, high horsepower here, I think. What's in a bad spot now? He's like, well, what do I do now? Do I go Terra Fairy predicting a Dragon type move? Or do I just go for Thunderclap and try to get rid of the Como by doubling into it? Anything apart from like a Terra Ghost here is good. Oh, there's Terra Ghost. Okay. That's why I wish I had Knockoff. This Porygon has stuck around so long. If I had Knockoff, I would have already went for it, but this for sure should get rid of him. At least the Raging Bolt. I don't think you're going to survive. He does survive. How do you live that? I don't know. Get out of here, though. I'm glad I doubled into that. I don't know if there's any way he even wins here, though. Even with the Trick Room, like, I don't know how he even wins this. Because, like, I have Claying Scales, which he doesn't know about, so. Go for Clanging Scales here, and I'm going to finally go for Crunch. So recover. I don't think you live this, bro. I think what he should have did is he really choked. He should have set up the Trick Room a turn earlier. I think if he would have set up the Trick Room that turn, he went for Ice Beam instead, I think he would have won the game. For sure would have won the match. I think my opponent choked big time. He misplayed. Really close match yet again, though. I'll take a dub versus a Regulation F team. I'm not going to complain. He never brought any Flutter Mane either, so that's fine by me. That was kind of really good into my team, so I don't know why he never brought Flutter Mane, but whatever. Team gets wrecked by Flutter Mane. Really does. Let's talk a little bit about this team. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a really unique team with Alolan Dugtrio, I think it's probably going to be the best team you find. It also has a bunch of other like really cool combinations and like kind of ways to play. You have the Golden Go and like the Brambleghast paired alongside the Como-O is really cool. You have the Golden Go by itself under Tailwind alongside Braviary is really nice. The Dugtrio alongside Braviary also works pretty well. Being able to spam Earthquake under Tailwind if you really need that type of thing. So I just think the major issue with Dugtrio and the reason why I think it's just overall an incredibly bad mon is its stats, even like its offensive stats, really don't justify using it. And it's just so reliant on Focus Sash to actually do anything. And it just it falls over and dies immediately. It's like anything. Even like a resisted hit. Like I went against a Metagross and like the guy bullet punched me, and the bullet punch I lived on like 5 health from full. And like it was resisted. Like I barely ate a bullet punch from a Metagross that was resisted for full health, and it literally almost KO'd me. I actually calced it, and I actually ended up getting a low roll. So that's the only reason why I ended up living. If he would have got like a better roll on it, I would have ended up dying to like a resisted bullet punch from a Metagross. This goes to show you how fucking like weak the defense type stuff with the Dugtrio is. It's just that bad. Even like Rillaboom, there was a testing game I had with this team where I went against a Rillaboom Meowscarada team, and I literally got one-shotted by a Grassy Seed, Grassy Glide from a Rillaboom from full. It literally just one-shots me. It was neutral, and like I just fell over and died. Like, this goes to show you how fucking like weak defensively the Dugtrio is. Like, if you don't have Sash on this thing, you gotta be so weary of like priority moves and like even like stuff that you're resisted like eating resisted hits too. Usually even just one shots you feel like relatively strong. That is just how weak defensively this thing is. And even like the offensive stats don't really justify using it. Sand Force is great, but would I want this thing over an Excadrill most of the time? Probably not. And even like Intimidate, like if this thing gets intimidated, even with a choice ban, it's still not hitting the hardest. I would rather use like Clear Amulet, like Excadrill or something, which is probably the most common thing you'd see on this team. I think it would actually make the team better overall, if I'm being 100% honest. I really do. Only other thing I would actually change with this team too is I would get rid of Crunch on Tyranitar for knockoff. There were a few specific situations, probably that last game you guys seen versus the Porygon 2. If I would have had knockoff there for the Eviolite to get rid of that, the Porygon would have died a lot easier. And there's a few other things too where like knockoff is overall really good to get rid of items. The Crunch, it's okay if you get defense drops, but overall I think knockoff is just such a better move. That's the only other thing I would really change with this team. Apart from that, really good team. I really like the team. Brambleghast is kind of hit or miss. It's one of those mons that like I brought it a few times, but the times you gotta bring it has to have a really like specific matchup. Otherwise, it really just doesn't do anything. I think that's kind of another problem with like, the grass ghost typing, with it like shares like Decidueye and like Trevenant and a few other mons, and why those mons aren't that good either. It's kind of a typing that really isn't. It's okay offensively, but like if your opponent has a check for it, like it gets shut down pretty damn easily. So it doesn't really help that its move pool isn't the greatest either though. And like it's kind of more of a mid-mon stat-wise. Doesn't have the greatest attack ever, apart from like Wind Rider if you get an attack boost, but whatever. Cool mon, I wish Brambleghast was a lot better. Really, really cool mon, but overall it's just not that good, unfortunately. Apart from that, really cool team. If you guys want to use it, paste down below, rental code up in the corner. Let me know how you guys do. Hopefully you guys have a good time with the team. I know I had fun using this team. Really fun team to use. I enjoyed it, so haven't really used Dugtrio, especially Alolan Dugtrio in forever, so really cool mon to use when it actually does work. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to make it work with how easy it is to kind of check it sometimes with like a lot of common stuff, but when you get it to work, it actually ain't too bad. So apart from that, if you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. It really helps out the channel. I'm gonna get out of here. I got a bunch more stuff on the way, so you guys not want to miss it, especially if you are new. Subscribe, really appreciate it. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.